Welcome back to the Brotherly Love Podcast.
Phones on silent?
They are on silent. Yes, phones are all on silent.
Let's make sure.
I always have to have my phone on, though, because I'm like a doctor. I'm always on call.
Oh, boy.
When you have children, that's what it comes
That's
down
true.
to.
I didn't even think about
I can't
that.
even turn this thing off at night.
You're right.
You know, I feel guilty even when I put it on silent when they're in my house. I swear to God, just in case they text me from their rooms going,
I'd be
I
with
heard
you.
a noise.
What was it? You told me a great story of one of your, I guess, Libby,
My middle daughter.
middle child, woke you up.
I have 3.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, she
a
woke
good
me
one.
up.
What is-
Oh. Well, she used to wake me up all the time. She didn't sleep for the first, 7 years of her life. And I was her buddy, right? So she'd come in and go like, I can't sleep. I'm like, all right, come on in here. She'd lay here. I'd go in her bed and I'd rub her head. I go, night, sleepy, Libby, get some sleep, and I'd have to do this and this and this. And she'd go to sleep, Rub my arm. All right, rub your arm. So, but now she's almost 13. I mean, she is literally 13. So, I don't get those anymore. Now I go, what? Libby, what? I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, okay, it's time we got to go to bed. Okay, we're going to say prayers. Our Father art in heaven, out of bed. Okay, Libby, we got to say it. We used to say prayers every night, like 4 prayers. We said it in there. Our Father art in heaven, Libby, God can't hear that. All right, so she says it slow with me, and then I'm like, all right, I still make her do this even though she hates it. And I make Charlie do it too, who's 17, well, almost 17. She hates it. And I'm like, all right, catch my kiss, because at night I would go like this, and they go, like they grab it,
so great.
put it in their heart, and then they throw it to me. And Charlie was so cute, and Libby did the same thing, but Charlie especially, she'd try to blow it so I couldn't get it. And she'd go, and I'd be like, oh, I got it, you didn't get it away from me. She'd be like, dang it, Dad. I'm like, I'm going to put it right in here. I swear to God.
Oh, that's cute, man.
It really is.
For some reason, what if you just? This is, went the opposite. And you were
Gonna
like,
be stupid now?
They throw the kiss back at you, you're like, boom, home run.
See ya! That flip. Oh, God, no. So I still
Weird
make Libby
dad.
do it. So but Libby goes, I go like, here you go, Lib, catch my kiss. Literally, she's like, she goes, literally. I'm like, I still caught it. Okay, all right, Dad. I'm going to be in at 6:20 to wake you up.
I really
Okay,
appreciate that you insisted. I know the girls are probably like, Dad insists me to do prayers at night. It's not, but Tyler Perry said something that actually stuck in my head, and I was like, you know what, that's actually kind of cool. They're going to get addicted to something.
Right.
If you don't instill these things early on, later on in life, they're going to get addicted to something.
No doubt.
So why not
doubt.
it be good things like saying your prayers,
Absolutely. And giving thanks.
giving thanks,
Absolutely.
and being a little scared of the man upstairs.
Being
because,
aware. Yep.
you can
start
get into a
somewhere.
lot of other things,
Absolutely.
and I'd
Why
rather
not?
have my kids dealing with that
With some
and hate
faith.
me for that
Some faith and accountability. We talk about that a lot. But
than just letting them out into the wilds and get addicted to whatever
Yep.
they want to get addicted to.
I'd love it. I know. I wish my kids would get addicted to being considerate and being.
Well, because I know Charlie was like, she
conscious and-
came up to me, she's like, my dad makes me make my bed. And I was like, yeah, but do you know why?
I mean,
Do you know why? She was like, because I have to be clean and he's so. I was like, no, that's not really it, Charlie. It was, do you know really the crux to it? Because to be honest, every morning when I get up, I don't want to make my bed, but I do. You know why? It's a winner's mentality. If you make your bed, the first thing you've done in your morning is accomplished a goal.
That's
What do
right.
you think's going to come easier? Accomplish the next goal. What do you think's going to come easier? Accomplishing the next goal. That's right. Because when you get out of bed and you make your bed and you actually get up and go and do something, it makes you feel
Yep.
like you're actually staying true to what you said you were going to do that morning.
right.
It builds your own self-esteem, and that just is quantitative.
People thrive with accomplishment. They thrive with it.
Of course.
And it's infectious. And it's
she was-
addicting. Like you said, you get addicted to a task and to
Why? Another
completing
thing.
something.
Why did they say to be successful, you got to get up at 5 a.m.?
Right.
I'm fucking Andy.
Why?
That's a
Why?
little saying we have. To be successful, you got to get up at 5 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
So, but
felt kind of good. I didn't say much. That's an inside joke.
Yeah.
That's Andy's got these weird.
he's got these
voices
weird
with it.
inside jokes. But so there's a thing behind this. When you're up at 5 a.m. and nobody else is up,
Yeah.
alpha mentality.
Right.
You're the first one up.
Right.
Subconsciously.
Right. Right.
You're in your alpha mentality.
Right.
If
Right.
you're up before,
Right. So you
everyone
rob everyone else blind, and they don't know what happened.
True. The early bird gets the worm.
That's it.
It's the same thing. It's actually just staying true to your own word for yourself.
That's right.
When you break that,
That's exactly right.
that is what starts you down.
That's exactly
It's
right.
that whole self-talk thing. I was really bad at it. I literally just told myself all day long that I'm, just an awful at what I do. I've got no meaning,
Right.
That stuff takes you down. It's
down.
all about your own self-image.
It's about, yes, that's exactly right.
Self-worth
and
and
crazy.
self-value. It's also one of the most important things you can teach your children, which you do.
Well,
obviously.
I'm trying.
You
It's
give them a
very
self-worth.
hard.
You give them the self-value so they understand.
It's hard. I am the
You do.
annoying one for sure, but but it's and I'll tell you, it really does switch, and it's so wild because you're like, especially with girls, like you're like the hero,
Oof, I can
and
imagine.
everything, and then literally like you're literally the most annoying. I got called the helicopter parent because I
Kind of are.
hang out like, and I
You
want.
know what you should do every time you come into the room?
Yeah,
next
but
time
that's
you go,
great. Yeah, but you know what? That's
This is
great.
eyewitness dad coming in to tell you it's bedtime.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
but
but-
at some point, because we kind of had helicopter mom and dad. Of
course we did.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I appreciate it now.
Well, that's the
Maybe
thing.
then you don't, but you do
Right.
learn to.
when they
course
get
you
into
do.
their later 20s, or if they have a child, and they're going to come back and be like,
I
"No, Dad,
always
thank
say to
you.
them,
thank
I
you.
always say to them, I was like, listen, I promise
You'll
you,
thank
you're
me
gonna
later,
realize,
kids.
You're gonna realize how much I love you later. I don't care if you don't like me right now. You're gonna realize how much I love you later.
You're not trying to be their best friend.
I'm not, and I'm definitely not. I tell them
That's
all
the
the
easy
time,
way out
like,
for the
I'm
parent.
not your pal, so you're not talking to me like that. I'm not
Yeah.
your pal.
No.
I can tell them everything their parents are. Cool. Well,
Nope.
I'm not your pal.
Nope.
I'm your dad.
As
And
much as
I'm
you
not
want to
perfect.
be.
Oh my God, it's so
a
much easier.
sacrifice.
It's so much easier.
It's the real sacrifice of a parent is not
Do
to
you
be the
know-
best friend of your child, but to
know-
be your child's parent.
You know, when I go up there and I know I'm going to find their rooms a disaster, do you know I'm like, I don't have it in me. I don't want to say anything.
I know.
I just want to go to bed. And I walk in there and I'm like, so, you going to clean this bed? No, Dad, get out. I'm like, I barely have it in me. I literally want to lose my mind, but I can't help it. I say it.
No.
However, every now and then with 2 teenage daughters, and of course now this little infant, which is just a little alien, the little alien
They
that
are
just
little aliens.
goos and then squirts the largest like projectile fart. Like she's like, "Mm," and you're like, she's smiling. And you're like, nope, she was just trying to get out a massive poop.
Oh.
Yeah, just boobs and poops. That's
Yeah.
all she's doing.
Yeah.
But
Sounds pretty good.
it says, we got a good crew. Yeah, oh God, but, you got to watch Anchorman.
Get the gang back
Oh my
together.
God,
I will.
a good crew. That was terrible, but it was funny.
We'll move
It's-
past this.
Some of these jokes just you couldn't do today.
Can't even do, and that movie's not even
We're
that
not
old.
going to do them right now. We'll probably be editing this out.
Okay. We probably won't because it's a podcast. We're bearing all, guys. In the Brotherly Love podcast, hopefully you're watching us on YouTube, but and not just listening to us, although it is fabulous. But okay.
Preferably both.
Yes.
Have a good listen, then take a watch.
So maybe watch and listen.
Yeah. Watch it, put it on mute, and then press play and listen. Try to sync it up. See if you can do it. It's like
Nice.
a drinking challenge.
Yeah, a lip syncing thing, like a Britney Spears vocal. Okay, here we go. So what I wanted to say is that every now and then, though, you do get a win, and I'll tell you something. This happened a couple nights ago, and I, just for the hell of it, almost because they're the world's most brutal critics because they are looking to not like anything
Of
I
course.
do. Literally from the way I dress to anything, right? I am just the worst. Right? I'm not cool. I don't get it. I don't understand. And I play that card up. I'm like, so have you been on your little the IG thingy that you do? She's like, nobody uses that anymore. All Snap. I'm like, oh, you Snappies? What do you? It's not Snappies. I'm like, it's so stupid. Nobody says that. By the way, the conversation on that disappears when you do it. I hate it. I have a Snap streak of 430.
Well, this is the problem that most
No.
people don't know is it
Hold on,
does
wait.
disappear except for all the administration.
Of course.
That's running.
No,
it.
I told him, I said, listen, nothing
There
you
it
ever,
exists
nothing
forever.
you ever put in writing or
Forever.
ever put on the internet ever disappears.
I mean,
just
yeah.
remember that.
No, of
but
course not.
Anyway, that's another horrible thing I have to constantly say to them. I'm like a broken record of horrible sayings, but that's what my life is right now. So, and I love them to death, and I don't care. I love them too much. I say, I love you too much to stop.
Yep.
I love you too much to stop. I care about you too much, so I don't care. I will not stop. You never stop. And I never will.
Never
Till I
will.
take my last breath, which hopefully won't be till I'm like 104, praise God, even though I have a little high blood pressure. But besides that, no.
I don't
we
think you're
gotta
breathing
win.
now.
We got to win the other night. I'm like
You got the
all right.
longest sentences I've ever
I'm
heard.
like a wind instrument
Your
player.
lung
I breathe in as I talk.
capacity is nuts.
I'm like Dizzy Gillespie.
Circular breathing while you speak.
Yeah, circular. Sinatra did that.
Well, you know who,
They taught him how to
whoa,
do it.
whoa, wait a minute. This just brings me to.
Well, wait, but I got to say one thing first. But go ahead.
Okay,
say
go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I got to win the other night because I brought her the new song that we just did, Stay With Me, okay? And I played her a couple of our songs.
Yeah.
And she's been like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's go. Run it. So I played it for her, and she literally went, Dad. I was like, what? She was like,
Maybe
literally-
you are talented.
right, yeah. You have no, she was like, Dad, that literally sounds like a song that could be out. I was like,
Oh, sweet.
really? She was like, Dad, that's really good. Okay, and I was
Cool.
like, it's kind of minimalistic. We really didn't finish the track. She's like, no, Dad, that's exactly what it needs to be. And she played me like 4 or 5 songs she listened to from Pink Pantheress or The Boy's a Liar and the other things. She's like, Dad, this is... And I was like, wow, these songs really aren't mastered. This is just a demo.
Wow.
This is a damn demo. And she's like, I was like, this is a damn good demo. So she's like, Dad. And I came in this morning and she's like in her bed and she goes, what have you done? I can't stop singing your song. I literally can't stop singing yours and Uncle Matt and any song. And she was like, literally going, stay with me. Dude, singing it. Yes.
Yeah.
Sing it back. So
Cool.
we got a hit song on our hands,
gotta
fellas.
finish it.
We are. And we're going to get it out to the people. And it's going to be soon because music is so funny because people have always.
Yes, this
people
is
have
huge.
always-
This is what I wanted to bring up.
People have always, obviously, associated us with television because it was very good to us and still continue to be very good for us. And movies, you and me more than me, and Andy more than me. But music is kind of what started it all. I mean, music is what. First of all, I learned, which is what I did on Tonight Show. It started the whole thing. Whenever we'd go out and perform together, NBC had us running around. We were performing music. I mean,
We were doing
Andy
music
picked up
for
on
them.
that.
Yeah, we were a musical family from
we-
taking tap, piano in Manhattan.
Oh, guitar,
vocal lessons, guitar.
I mean, it was always
music.
Was
Music.
this before or after the circus?
This was right after the circus.
Right after the circus.
Right after the circus. Yeah, and we shot you out of cannon.
exactly.
Yes, that's right.
In your potato sack.
The Flying Boy.
Yeah. It's true. The flying anvil. There he is.
He busts through a wall.
Yeah. Oh my God, that kid's head. No, but it was always music.
Wow.
man.
So really, my dad and my mom's love of music,
Inspired us.
Inspired.
From the Isley
That's where it
Brothers
started.
to
We
the
were-
Spinners
to
to
Motown.
Motown,
We
baby.
were raised
Temptations, I
on
mean, all that
Motown.
stuff,
Like my
yeah.
dad was like the Beatles. No, kid.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, the Beatles are cool.
No.
This is where it's at.
This is where
Listen
it's
to
at.
David Ruffin.
This is
Yes.
what they want to be, and
Yes.
he just went from the origin of music, and then Motown. And he just kept it going.
It was
for us,
soul, man.
Al
Soul
Green.
music.
Oh,
Oh, my
my
gosh.
God, yeah.
Stevie Wonder.
Oh.
Like late 70s Stevie.
Stevie, like when Dad put that on, I took Stevie, and for 4 months, all I did
just
was
listen.
close my eyes because I thought maybe that helped him gain more sense. Because when
know.
you lose one sense,
Right.
your other senses tend to develop more.
Right.
So I would close my eyes and I would just do those runs of his, just over and over again. I would even mimic.
In a sky far away.
Oh God! But what that did taught me was it taught me the where to put the head voice.
Absolutely.
So then I went to Dad. And I was like, Dad, is Stevie singing ahead? Yes, son. That's where it is. It's not full. It comes like as if you're shooting it through your nose. That's how I learned head
I know.
voice.
Dad, never vocal training.
No, never.
Nothing.
Just a natural.
He was in a
that one.
band. He did all the covers, brought
Yeah.
the house down. Mom
Yep.
sang in the band with him at a
I
time,
know.
right? When they were in college or whatever.
But here's the thing. Here's
Crazy.
the thing. At 21 years old, they gave it all up because their parents told them that's a pipe dream.
Right. Listen.
My dad became an insurance agent. My
Mom became a teacher.
Teacher. They still do that to this day.
Yes.
But yet, the product of that dream, of their dream,
was realized
This
in
is
us.
it.
Yes.
And that's because
and
my
genetically
d-
it was passed down. And
we
you know
had-
what?
we had
you
some
know what?
genetics, yes.
Charlie and Libby can sing
I
their
heard.
asses off.
Yeah.
No, dude.
I know,
I mean,
I know.
I mean, they literally,
Yep.
no joke,
Yep.
they sound like Ariana Grande.
That's awesome.
Now, no one knows this yet.
Right.
And I don't know whether they're ever going to do anything with it because I don't put any pressure on them
Yeah.
to do anything. Like, Charlie was in that little movie that we did together, the Lifetime movie,
Mm-hmm.
but a little bit in front of the camera. But, I mean, dude, like, they can sing, dude. I mean,
Cool.
they are.
Love
I
that.
hear them singing in their rooms.
like,
Dude,
wow.
it is, I'm telling you, it's Ariana Grande. Like, it's no joke.
Amazing.
And I'm not the dad that goes, oh my, and they're listening.
And
Everyone else
they're
is like,
tone deaf. The kids are like,
God, I mean, it's his kids.
Yeah.
No, I would be able to tell you if they
Yeah.
suck. They're unbelievable.
Amazing.
So I don't know if
Very
it's in the
cool.
future for them or what God got in store for them, but they are amazing. Amazing.
Very, very
I
cool.
always joke with them they got to do like a Wilson Phillips. Like, so cool. Like a sister thing.
But
But
start putting some instruments in.
I'm
I am-
trying. I am. Absolutely.
Great example.
Another great one. Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, but music is what started it all.
Absolutely.
Music is our.
Haim? Is it Haim or Haim?
I think it's Haim.
Haim.
I think it's Haim.
Well, whatever.
The Haim.
Those
The
girls
Haim is
are
a different
great.
thing, man.
Haim is like a.
L'chaim.
Yeah. My best buddy Dave always does that. He's like, I'm Jewish, I'm allowed to say it, Chaim, and you're a goy. You're married to a shiksa, Yeah. But the musical component to our lives. I mean, Dad would walk us to sleep every night with the Isley Brothers and the Commodores.
All of them.
All of them.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Earth, Wind, oh my gosh. Earth, Wind, and
Chicago.
Fire. Oh, Chicago. Dude.
Hall and Oates. It's a little bit later.
Dude,
but they're from Philly. So that's the whole
Ambrosia.
thing. Ambrosia.
Oh my, how much I need
Steely Dan.
feel for you, baby.
Steely Dan.
Oh my God, Steely Dan, dude.
Music.
Peg at 19.
We got really lucky, guys.
Black Cow.
We came up in an era of music where no auto-tune,
No, man.
real music, real performance, real instruments.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll tell you, I was watching.
the performances. When you think
Oh my God.
Prince and Michael Jackson and these guys going out on stage, who compares to these guys?
I showed you that clip the other day on YouTube of, remember that great Dionne Warwick record that That's What Friends Are For? Keep smiling.
Oh, Whitney
with
and-
Whitney and Luther.
Oh, it's so good, dude. It gives me, like,
I mean, the
goosebumps.
original crew was
Woo.
Elton, Gladys Knight. It was Dionne Warwick, and it was Elton John, Gladys Knight, Dionne Warwick, and who was the other one? There was 4 people in the original one, but they redid it on the Grammys like 35 years ago, and Whitney filled in and Luther filled in with Dionne and Stevie Wonder. Stevie was in the original. That's what it was. Stevie, Dionne Warwick,
Of course.
Elton John,
I
and
remember-
Gladys
I
Knight.
can hear Stevie, yeah.
Right. Keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure.
So good. So good, dude.
Oh, in good times. Anyway, but oh my God.
on your side
Can we sing this song on this?
Ooh, we could sing it. I mean, it's like if we sang it on anywhere
So
else.
good, dude.
You're such a.
Did you try to sing?
You're such a
Was that
downer.
did you go for the high note or?
I don't
He was
think
like,
we.
I don't
think I can do that.
So. No. Anyway,
I don't think we can sing this.
okay. Well, guess what? If we can, we can. It's all good. We can edit it out if we don't want to. But it's a podcast, so we're not editing anything out.
You keep saying this, but we're definitely going to edit it out.
We're not going to
We
edit
have
anything
to.
out, except maybe your double hair buns.
You know what we're going to be editing out? You saying
Yeah.
we're going to be editing this out.
Yeah,
That's
exactly
what we're
right.
going to be editing
Anyway,
out
the
of
point
this.
is,
Well, I
they
just don't want us
redid
to
it-
go on a 15-minute
I'm not. I'm
cover
doing an edit cut right
concert
here.
here of songs owned by other people.
Anyway, if you listen to that version on the Grammys, I mean, and you look at the live performances, like we were saying, we were so lucky to grow up. I think in the last era of the majority of people being able to do it live and do it for real.
You think?
With real instruments. I mean, and if
Yeah.
you look at the charts in the 80s and 90s, you look about
I know
you
what
look
you're
at
gonna
how
say.
eclectic
Eclectic
they were.
is the word.
Like
You had.
I think we've gone so backwards because, like, dude, I didn't even think about types of music, who was singing it, what their affiliation was with the people singing it,
I know.
what color they were. I mean, none of it. It was the song was the song. I didn't care
Again-
who you were.
like Disney.
Right. I didn't care who you were.
didn't-
It was.
yeah, it wasn't
didn't care.
about any of that.
And
It was how it affected
But if you
you.
go back and you look at the top 40 charts,
Yeah.
and they were top 40, it wasn't pop music, it wasn't urban music,
Right.
it wasn't adult contemporary music, all these things they've broken it up into
Right.
now. It was like top 40, right? Like the American top 40. Remember Casey Kasem?
Yes.
This is America's top 40.
good.
Oh my God.
So cool.
Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
And now Ryan Seacrest does it, which is
Right,
great. But,
right.
but Casey Kasem was great.
Case Kasem was definitely
Amazing.
better. I'm
anyway,
sorry.
he
Quick
was-
shout out to Casey and the Sunshine Band because they're.
Oh, good one.
Give it up, baby, give it up.
Well, there's a
anyway,
bunch of them.
but amazing. But anyway, and you looked at that chart. It was literally like Prince,
I know.
Michael,
I know.
Stevie, Run DMC,
I know.
Michael Bolton, Whitney Houston,
I know.
Aerosmith,
I know.
Kiss, Rolling Stones,
You're right, dude.
Paul McCartney,
You're right,
George
dude.
Harrison.
I know.
And you're going like Tom Petty, Eagles. Dude,
It's
it
just
goes on and on
on.
and on. LL Cool J.
I know.
I mean, and then it was the whole
Oh.
Belle Biv DeVoe, Bobby
Dude.
Brown. I mean,
then-
it was.
and then
And
Even-
then
even
the
at that-
greatest moment, in my opinion, in rap history with Tupac and
Oh, my
Biggie.
God.
Oh my gosh,
mean,
man!
dude, it
like,
was the whole.
that is
Still,
those
you
guys-
put on those records.
Well, their,
So now you're
their
moving
poetry
on.
is on another level.
Is
Yeah.
on
It is
another
another level.
Another
It's
like- level, man.
Like here's the deal.
Ridiculous.
I appreciate Drake. I appreciate
Drake's good.
Kendrick.
Yeah, Drake's really
I
good.
appreciate
Drake's good.
Kendrick
Drake's
Lamar.
really
I
good.
appreciate those
Yep.
guys. just for me personally.
They can't even. Nah.
To me,
Those are the Godfathers we're talking
Tupac
about, yeah.
and Ludacris and
Shout out to Onyx.
Huh?
This is Onyx.
Yeah. But I just like, wow.
I know.
Like, wow. And you didn't even think about it. You had Bryan Adams on the chart with Ludacris.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, seriously.
No, I
with
know.
Seal.
I know.
Kiss
Seal.
from a
Oh my God, dude.
And yet
Man.
you still had George Michael in there, and you still had Whitney banging out
dude,
hits.
and then,
You still had
and then the
Whitney-
bleed over into
Whitney
the
Houston
90s
is-
was pretty.
That's what I'm saying.
because you had
This
so
is
much,
all into the 90s.
and we haven't even we won't because I won't bore you guys with alternative rock.
Oh,
I
know, but Dave Matthews.
I mean, Dave Matthews, Nirvana, Chili. I mean, I could keep
Blink 182, the New Radicals.
That was cool too.
But dude,
Dude, Radicals is sick.
Ding, ding,
That
ding,
guy's
ding.
sick.
That guy's sick.
What did he do? One record and then that was it, or what?
Yeah, he did one record. It was such a huge hit that he felt,
Never did anymore.
No, he started. No, he scored a movie. He won an Oscar.
That's
did he?
right. That's right. He's
He makes-
doing.
he does
By the way,
scores.
I love scoring.
Really?
Yeah.
So actually, I want to ask you guys, what is your current what are you doing for music right now? Like, obviously, we're going back. We're getting all that stuff we just talked about, and that's all part of it.
Yeah.
But what new elements of music are you guys bringing in right now? I always ask this question because everybody I meet, I
have
love new music.
but it's so
My musical
eclectic, man.
taste
That's fine.
is
Well, I'm going to
so
tell you.
all
I'll
over
tell you
the
mine.
place.
So I'll
What's
give you the
yours?
reason. All scoring and soundtracks, basically, right now,
Yeah.
and that coupled with Afro beats. But you know me, I'm not because of the whole what's been happening with them using it now, which I'm so thankful for. The music is finally getting its due.
Right.
I've been a fan since Bob and Maul in 91, 92. That's when I found it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love the Senegalese music. That's like I just can't get it. I can't
Again,
beat.
Yeah.
One of the
I love
best
it.
best rock records of I mean, not like rock records, sure, of all time was Paul Simon's Graceland, which was inspired.
Oh,
No,
my God.
completely. I mean, he
Yes.
went to South
He went
Africa
to South-
and then came back and made the
And
record.
who did he go to South Africa to meet for that record?
Bob Amai. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Who
doubt.
then Mumford and Sons recently incorporated
Dude,
Smash It.
one of the coolest-
That
Love that
the
tour.
African music and stuff like that world music has been around forever.
Forever.
And it's so good. It's
good.
consistently been Dave Matthews is South Africa. Like, no,
Well, it's
all of his roots, same thing.
the
Yep.
musicality
it's
of it.
inspired so much.
What I'm missing a lot from today's popular music is musicality. It just there's no hook.
But
there's
guess what?
no.
It's
nothing
not
to
necessarily
sing.
coming from the States.
You
anymore.
know, I just always go back to I love the whole yacht rock radio thing. I
Are you
love it,
making
dude.
fun of me now?
How the hell did you get onto crypto?
He's
You're into
always going to crypto.
African music. Is it crypto's big over there? What the hell?
No, I have my own NFTs. We've been over this 1,000 times.
And I'll say it once and then I'll move on.
Oh gosh,
It's specifically these things are
non-fungus tokens. We get it.
That's right.
Fungible.
Non-fungus tokens. That's funny.
Fungus,
Toenail
yeah.
fungus.
Yeah, the non-fungus toenails. We get so music. Let's get back on that. All right. The amazing eclectic nature of those charts and being exposed to all those different genres of music
Yep.
as top 40 music that weren't delegated into certain sections or categories
Yep,
or
it's true.
made to feel like you couldn't listen to it or it wasn't for you. It was everybody's music. That's why people like Michael McDonald have massive, eclectic, diverse followings because he just recorded music that was in his soul, just like Stevie Wonder, just like Prince, just like them all. I mean, and you can name iconic artists hand after hand. I mean,
so lucky.
we went through them already. I can name you.
Oh yeah, we didn't even
50
touch
more.
it. Yeah.
50.
Peter Gabriel,
Van
Steve
Halen,
Winwood,
Billy Ocean,
right,
Leo
right.
Sayers. I can go on forever.
Oh, get
Hot
out of my
Chocolate,
dreams.
Metallica,
Into my car.
Aerosmith. I mean, where do I even stop? It's going forever.
Woo!
Yeah, it's awesome.
When the going gets
Up
tough.
until now, but even now there's a lot of
Get
good bands.
going.
But this is the thing. Hold on.
Yeah.
You got to understand something. It's actually top 40
Boom,
and
boom,
Billboard.
boom,
that-
boom, 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 boom. Go, sorry,
Why don't you perform more songs we can't air?
go ahead. That's a bass line. Nobody owns that.
The top 40 is what's dictating what's popular, and there's a lot of actually spectacular music out there, and it's just not being found by the mass population. Like, there's a lot of amazing bands that are coming up that are awesome. Rainbow
Yeah.
Kitten Surprise, bands that I would probably say you guys might not even know about.
I know Rainbow Kitten.
Because of me, yes. They're amazing.
No, not because of you.
And he's
Well, because they sold out.
I get a
records.
lot.
And he's
I
so,
get a lot
and
of-
he's so Jeff Goldblum.
I get a lot of
sometimes, isn't he?
references from you these days.
Well, because
but
of,
not
because
that
of,
one in particular.
Well, because of me. Because of me, I.
But
did
you
that.
did turn me on to one of their songs.
It's Rufus. I'm looking through like Chapo. There's so many
Rufus?
future generations.
Isn't that Rufus? Isn't that Billie Eilish's?
Rah Rah Riot, Givers, Vacationer, Icky Blossoms, Youth Lagoon,
Yeah.
The Bee Gees,
Well,
Public Enemy.
Bee-
I'm just going, Doris Day.
Wait a
yeah,
minute.
the Bee Gees These are freaking
Mac
insane
Miller.
from the generation we're talking about.
I'm going
That's
abroad.
cool.
I'm going broad. Like the whole
We're going
thing.
broad, baby. Broad.
TV Girl Colts. They're a sweet band. I like them.
Okay.
Okay, well,
okay.
that's cool, but I gotta be
Frank
honest.
Ocean. Oh, he's so
Frank
good.
Ocean
is great.
sick.
Yeah.
He's
There's
sick.
a lot of them.
Okay, but no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
Kendrick Lamar?
that I.
already said that.
I'm
Brendan
just
Wolf
saying
did not
that.
say Kendrick Lamar.
I'm just saying
We
that.
did.
No, we didn't. We
Bring
said
it
Drake.
back.
We
You
said
look
Drake. Replay it.
If
Joe
I
said
say
Kendrick Lamar.
Did he really?
If you look at
he say
the
Kendrick Lamar?
iconic
He did.
music,
I
if you
can't
look
wait
at
to
the-
watch this episode back.
Oh, you're gonna see it.
Well, hopefully you won't be the only one. But if it continues at this rate, you will be.
I was gonna
no.
say I bet you, but now I'm second guessing.
You don't want to
you
bet me.
bet
You
me,
will
please.
lose that. Actually,
Yeah.
will you
You
bet
know,
me? 'Cause
I gotta
want
be
that
honest
coin.
with you. I was zoning out.
I want that David.
You guys
Yerman
were
coin.
talking a lot. And
I want that David Yerman coin.
I wasn't
We're
in the
all, by
room.
the way, obsessed with David Yerman, like because it's just the coolest stuff ever.
I left the room,
and I love those David Yerman coins you're wearing, and I.
but I'm back now.
okay.
I don't have any David Yeoman.
David Yerman. Yes, we do. We
We have
one
matching
piece.
rings. This is a gift.
It's a gift. All matching rings. David
Scarab
Yerman.
beetle.
Oh, the coolest rings ever. Anyway,
That's from the
it's
Mummy.
a brother thing. It's a brother thing.
From The Mummy.
The Mummy. That's right. With Brendan Fraser.
I get it all over
Me
my social
too.
feed.
Why does your brother look so much like Brendan Fraser?
Why has
I'm
Brendan
like,
Fraser joined you?
I
on the
know.
podcast?
Brendan Fraser from what? The Mummy. Oh, okay. That Brendan Fraser.
Brendan
all right.
Fraser. All right.
Not the other one.
Yeah, that's Andy's always.
I know.
Like, which Brendan?
Not
Before the whale or F
or after the
to-
whale. Yeah. Or after the whale. There's not the one in the whale.
Actually, I got to
No.
bring this up.
Yeah.
I know everybody's thinking the same thing, but how cool! And what a redemption story.
Right.
I love Brendan Fraser.
Comeback kid.
I hear he's the nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
I've never had the
Dude,
pleasure
he is
of
the
meeting
nicest
him.
guy. I met him.
He rocks.
He's so nice.
Yeah.
I'm so
this
happy.
is awesome.
Everything from Encino Man to the Mummy,
Oh,
the
my
guy
gosh.
deserves
So happy for him. Yeah, because man, he had it.
whatever he needs,
Dude.
whatever he
Rough.
wants.
Dude.
Like literally, we love you so much, and then kicked the guy to the curb and wouldn't even give him a glance
Guys,
for 2 decades.
Yeah, we've all been. I mean, that's
It
the
kinda happened to
brutal-
us.
It's the brutal nature.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
No,
joking.
No, I mean it does.
It does, yes, and we've all been through
Well,
it,
it's
but
an
not
ebb-
like Brendan.
It's an ebb and flow of a career. Well, that's
Ridiculous
true.
what they
'cause
did
when
with
he
him.
Well,
reached
not as a high-low, you mean?
he reached such a height, and then yeah, it should have kept working. But he also, it's personal. It's life, man. It's a career.
This
it's ebb and flow.
crazy
no,
business.
we
Journey.
watched it all.
Crazy
We
journey.
watched this business also do it to John Travolta,
Right.
and couldn't. The same thing. Nobody
Right.
would hire John Travolta for like a decade
It was people were like
until Quentin Tarantino calls,
Right.
and we were there, by
Right.
the way, which
Yep.
is super cool.
Yep.
And he comes and he's like involving us.
I
in on
did a
this
movie with
decision.
John. I did a movie with John where we
Same.
met on called Chains of Gold.
That's right.
Really
He
cool
adopted
movie.
our family.
Right.
He put me in. I did a movie with John.
put
called,
Andy in a movie.
Yes,
called
that's right.
White Man's Burden with
Yep.
Harry
Harry
Belafonte.
Belafonte.
and
That's
John
right.
Travolta.
That's right. That's right.
And anyway, yeah, guy couldn't. I mean, John Travolta sitting on a couch talking to us about how the business is turned on him and won't give him a job.
And we were like, John Travolta. Wow.
What's going on?
Like-
A decade. And then Quentin calls, and we happen to be at his house in Florida.
Yeah.
And he's like, "This is a really crazy script, guys." He talked to us about the
Yeah,
script. And
yep, yep.
we were like, I remember Joe and I both were like,
Wow, you got to
this
do it.
sounds
Sounds
incredibly
incredible.
cool.
So
Together.
they also pick and choose the winners, which is crazy. Like, wait a minute. Like, you're just going to deem that John Travolta's not viable anymore? The guy was one of the most iconic movie stars in movie history. His resurgence was not because you chose it. It was because
The
a
audience
director
wanted to see
a
him.
director had the guts,
And he knew it.
and understood the audience's love of this man. And when he put him in this iconic role, he went on another run unforeseen. Like
I know. And
bigger
now
than
everybody's
before.
business is like, oh, he's pulling a Quentin if they go and get somebody back from.
You're
It
right.
was like,
You're right.
like, well, yeah, because it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
We're so lucky that we've been able to now also go behind the camera.
Right.
And we are so fortunate. We get to throw around names, and Hollywood isn't hiring some of these people. And we're like, we actually could get these actors to be a part
Right.
of these
It's-
movies. Where
right.
This is unbelievable.
There's room for everybody.
This
There
is-
is room for everybody.
This is a bit of, I mean, the truth be told, it's actually horrible. Like being behind the camera in a certain opportunity where there were certain names going across our desks.
Yeah, they're actually horrible to people.
as like
true.
like big names, people that I've idolized my whole life that I would feel so blessed to work with, and they were just other people in the room or producers or whatever. Certain individuals were just tossing these people aside, and it was shocking to me. Like
just trashing them.
huge, iconic names that
It's
don't deserve
almost-
that, and it's really terrifying.
It goes
it's actually
be-
terrifying.
It actually
These
goes
guys
beyond.
are,
No, you know what? It goes beyond that.
Yeah,
You know what it is?
horrible.
They're making themselves feel more powerful.
Yeah.
If they can put down somebody who's had success, and that's where that whole "I want to find the new thing"
I
is.
know.
It's all ego.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all ego.
Oh, they're over.
Yeah,
Well, they're
ego. That's
over.
your ego.
Like over?
That's not-
What do you mean over? First of all, you're never over. I mean, from what?
What am I dead?
Right. What is he dead?
Yeah.
But here's the thing, and the only way to get around that is to just keep working your
That's
ass
it.
off.
You just gotta.
If you outwork,
you have to outlast.
doesn't matter what they say. You could just keep working.
You just have to just
keep working.
It takes an incredible amount
keep
of
working,
personal
no matter what it takes,
fortitude
yeah.
to just keep going.
Do you think half the jobs I've done I wanted or liked? No, I got to keep working, guys.
Keep working.
If I don't keep
Me
working,
too.
I'm dead in the water.
Me too.
Gone.
We're all in that boat. We're all in that boat.
You know, and then
guys.
people will ask, fans will be like, "I'm so glad to see you back." And I never
Oh,
went
man,
anywhere.
I didn't wanna
just
go
was-
anywhere.
I was just was hauling ass on projects that didn't get that kind of recognition, and I knew they probably weren't going to get that recognition. I just had to work.
That's right.
Really hard.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I would be just like you hear about 80% or 90% of all the other guys that were in our position.
that came up with when we
If you listen
came
to
up
that,
and it was
you're
just,
going to lose your mind. I mean,
No doubt.
I'm not kidding. I consider like the people that I grew up with in the entertainment industry that they're like classes. Like you have like your like class that you grew up with.
definitely.
These actors,
Your peers.
your peers, right? I've got one. Joe's got one. Andy's got one. There's at least out of maybe the 5 to 8 guys that I was on auditions with, always going up against. 3 of them are dead.
Yeah.
They didn't make it.
Yeah.
One
Matt
guy
killed him for the role.
Jesus.
It's a cutthroat industry. It's what it takes in this town.
When they said dog eat dog, I didn't know what that meant
So
exactly.
we took him out the pasture, we shot him, and then we ate him.
Only the alpha survives, so
Winner mentality.
Only the alpha's allowed to breed. But
there
so,
have to be
no, but,
sacrifices.
like I'll never forget when I saw Jonathan, not Jonathan Taylor Thomas, he's still alive. Jonathan Brandis.
Jonathan
Brandis.
Yeah.
Saw him at an interview, and you know what? I still have guilt to this. I knew there was something wrong with the guy.
Yeah.
He was not. There was something off.
Yeah.
And when he came out of that audition room, he was so deflated.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting there going, "Why is a guy like that coming out of there so deflated? Who cares what those people think?
Right.
You know?
Right. It's
And a
meaningless.
week
Well,
later,
as an
I read
act-
that he's passed away. And you know what? I have guilt because I wish I would have gone up and
no.
talked to him.
It's not your
in that
fault.
way. Because no, we got lucky. I had you
There's
guys.
just zero validation
I had
as an
parents
actor, right? So
that
how
kinda,
you
it always
do in that
told us
room
like it
is-
doesn't. 90% of that's going to be a no.
The value
you only need
of your
one yes.
career doesn't determine the
Who you-
value of your person.
In
you
any
know?
industry.
In any industry. No. it's
You're
just
not who you are who you are, not what
The
you do.
problem is because we are our own product, right? We sell ourselves.
Yep.
That it's really hard to conflate the two issues and to differentiate if you don't have somebody keeping that in perspective for you, especially as a young person, because your value as a person
It's completely
conjoins itself with your
attached.
value.
When you walk
in
outside,
your
if you're
industry-
not, screamed at and thrown love all your way, you think you're doing something wrong.
Right.
when
think
you
that
grow
it's-
up underneath
you're
that
over as a
kind of-
person. Even though your career might be in the toilet, you think you're
Well,
personally in
and
the
the
toilet.
sooner- and the
that
sooner-
depression sets in,
Well,
and then you don't have.
and,
It's brutal.
And the
Anything to look forward
earlier
to.
in life that you're introduced to this,
Like
the
anything
harder
else.
it is. The consequences are that much more drastic.
So true.
Totally.
And that's something to be thought about.
I mean,
as
think
well.
about this. This is my 41st year, right? You're not too far behind, only because we're 3.5 years apart.
Yeah.
But you think about how long we've been doing this.
It's your 41st. 41st. It would be my 37th or 8th.
Yeah, 38th, right? 38th.
I think it was maybe like a year.
37th.
This is my
yeah.
32nd year.
Right. So it's just, this is just, it's crazy, dude. It's so crazy. And
I don't know how we're still
and there's,
here.
we're just
even
plugging
we're
away.
surprised we're still here. We're
I'm
back,
surprised.
baby.
And we're back
On the pod to pod.
bigger than ever.
on
The pod to pod.
pod to pod.
Pod to pod.
No, but like you've said
Hot
before,
stuff.
though, I do feel like in a weird way, maybe obviously not in the same way and this and that, but I do feel like our best work is still ahead of us.
I believe that,
together.
man.
I feel like it's
People always ask me that.
I
What are
know.
you most proud of?
I do feel like
I
I've
haven't
heard
done
you
it
say
yet.
this, but I'm saying
I don't think I've
and
done it yet.
For the first time, though, I'm saying I actually am starting to think, you know what? I
Right.
feel like maybe our best work is ahead of us.
I think so, man. God willing, we stay healthy and we can continue to do this. I really do believe that
because it's not just about
that
the way
our best work is ahead of us.
keeping ourselves together and being in front of the
No, no,
camera.
no.
Like we've got some longevity now in other things, which is pretty.
I
sweet.
believe that. No, I really do. And I think, look, everything happens for a reason, and we go through the ups and downs, and we had so much success together as young people, and then we decided we had to separate the identities and go our own ways, do our own things.
That
And
was
at the end of the day-
I got to take most responsibility
you
for
were
that.
the ringleader with that one.
But look at it this way: you had such. Joe, you were so successful at
Yeah.
15 years old.
Right.
There really wasn't a place on the planet you could go, bro.
Yeah, that's
so you have to
true.
understand, as your younger brother,
Yeah.
I wanted to, I wanted to be my own man.
I understand.
I didn't want to be Joe's little brother. I wanted to be Matt.
I understand.
And I saw you go through with what you went through.
Yeah,
And
very tough.
Listen, you still have issues that you deal with this very day. Of
course.
Shake all that. And I see it.
Yeah.
And it just freaked the crap out of me.
Yeah, it's tough.
It scared me.
Yeah.
I didn't know if I was capable of handling it the way you did.
Yeah.
And also I knew I wasn't capable of handling it when it went away.
Right. I appreciate
So I
that.
didn't want that kind of attention because
Yeah.
I knew if it was going to be that high,
Yeah.
it was going to be that low.
Yeah.
And I scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, the highs and lows.
And
are
I've
brutal.
watched you go through it. And I've said this before, like when something comes across my phone, it's about you, it's negative, and they're just hearkening into it. I call you and I'm like, man, and you're like, no, dude, no.
Yeah.
It's inspiring, and that's the only way you can.
Yeah.
That is the only way you can get through it. As if it's like, you can't. If you do pay attention to that,
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah, no, I feel like I've
Done.
Yeah. I've been,
Done. Because
you
of
go
the-
through ups and downs. I've been I always say as a joke, like, from that great line from Christmas Vacation, where she's like, we're at the threshold of hell here, Helen. You know?
with a smile on your face.
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
How do I
like,
do it? I'm in debt up to my eyeballs.
right. I mean, I've been literally at the the edge there. You're looking over at all this, like, volcanic, lava stuff, and you're just like, okay.
Joe and the Volcano.
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie?
I do remember
Tom
that movie. Tom
Hanks?
Hanks and
I
Meg
loved it.
Ryan, right?
Yeah.
No, I just, it's like, okay, you know what? As long as I can wake up every
my
day.
chair.
As long as I,
Mike didn't pick it up either. My
Did
chair
you
went,
just-
my chair went, and he was like, you farted.
I'm getting heartfelt. He's so ridiculous.
But it happened on the move too.
Andy's
He's like-
always good for
I know.
a
I literally went like this. And it went, perfect whoopee cushion sound.
Oh my God.
It was the polyester of my chair against my
Yes.
keys.
So what started it all was music. What will get you through it is music
Well,
Music.
absolutely.
Well, okay.
and coming back together.
Yeah, that's
Now,
right.
wait.
Doing a little
Absolutely,
music.
That's right.
I got-
and us doing a little music.
I don't know if this is why you guys do it and what inspires you to do it, but a good song, a great movie, or a great TV show, when it comes to escapism, it's literally saved my life. If there was a time when I couldn't put on a good song or came across a song that changed my life and I had to listen to it for 3 weeks straight, or a film that I could dive into when I was
Yeah.
at a dark moment or something,
right.
I don't know.
I know.
Like,
I know.
this industry, this business, the
Well-
art of it, the inspiration I get from it,
is
truly keeps me
through
going.
music. It's through music. A lot
Music
of it. too.
is
I mean,
like-
you think about those iconic moments in Jurassic Park without that music, or you
Can't
think
believe
about
you
it.
brought up that.
Right. you think
Greatest
of-
movie moment.
Greatest movie of all
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And check this out. I was on the set. Okay. I'm on the set of Mrs. Doubtfire, which is already like, for a 12-year-old kid, you just can't really beat working with the type of people that I was working with.
Yeah.
Obviously, Robin Williams and all these people, but the director,
Chris
Christopher
Columbus. Yeah.
and the crew. Nobody talks about this crew. This crew was not just I mean, they were A++, the best crew I've ever worked with, and they had just gotten off of filming a little movie called Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I love reptiles. I've loved dinosaurs. I had dinosaur sheets. I mean, I wanted to be an archaeologist.
He still has dinosaur underwear.
Still have dinosaur underwear.
Yeah. That
And,
thong is weird though.
yeah,
That's
the
very
thong
weird.
on
Well, it incorporates a certain
The Velociraptor.
part to become
Yeah, the
part
claw.
of the dinosaur. I was gonna say one of those herbivores with the long necks, but if you want to be a raptor claw, that's
Claw. That's
your guys'
Look at
prerogative.
these
No,
claws.
remember, Joe? Remember the... Yeah, yeah.
Oh gosh, dude.
My point of it is,
so good.
they knew it. They knew it. They knew how crazy I was. And I was going, literally, I was asking everybody if there were pet stores and like who has lizards and this and that. And they said, well, guess what? We just got off the set of Jurassic Park. And I was like, what? You filmed a movie? And they're like, about dinosaurs. I go, yeah. And we're going to bring you to the premiere. They brought me to the premiere. I mean, I sat next to the cast. They
Yeah.
gave me the
Amber piece?
amber with the
So
mosquito
cool,
in it.
so
no, wait.
cool.
I'll never forget.
Why don't you still have it?
Everybody else's crew, right? They knew what was coming. When she takes the glasses off and sees
Yeah.
the dinosaurs,
Yeah.
I was like this, dude. I was like, it was like God. I was like, and I look around and nobody in the theater is
Matt,
doing it.
you're standing up.
Anyway, I was like this. It was the greatest
There's a mic here.
movie moment of my life. Sitting in a theater with the people who made that movie, watching that movie. Never
And then,
That's
also
so
one of the
cool.
greatest scores of all time.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
John
And speaking
Williams?
of which,
Okay,
the
talk about
best
scores.
So
And it was about the music, and I'm so happy
Right.
that we're doing music together again.
know.
Because honestly, like, I know we've been sort of like pushing this off and pushing it off, but guys, we got something, right? There really is some sort of thing here we got between us, and we all love it so much, and we got a magic when the three of us come together.
Yep.
And I'm really excited to see well, what everybody out there thinks about this stuff. So we got what? We got the new 5 songs that is coming out.
Yep.
And I think there's some really interesting sort of
4
eclectic.
songs.
Is it 4? What is it?
5th one isn't ready.
Well,
We
that's,
wrote it
that's true.
yesterday.
That's true. We wrote it
Oh,
yesterday.
right.
It'd be hard
so
to
4.
flip that one.
Yeah, thanks, Andy. Thanks so much.
Maybe we should.
Maybe thanks so much for the numbers game.
We could take a few months and get another song.
No. It'll be out very soon, and we're really excited about it, and we're excited to see what you guys think about it. So
Yeah.
honestly, send us your comments. I want to know favorite songs, favorite decades of songs, what you think are the most iconic
What kind of
artists.
style music you
Yes,
like to hear from
yes.
us, stuff like that.
Maybe
All
we
that
should-
stuff.
I mean, do you guys want to take a fan question?
Sure. Fan question time. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, perfect. This one's coming at us from Kimberly Kaparis. I hope I'm saying that right.
She'll probably introduce herself. We could let her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, maybe she will. Yeah. Anyway, okay, here we go. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, Matt. Hi, Andy. Hi, Joey. My name is Kim, and I'm from the San Francisco Bay Area.
San Francisco.
My question to all of you is if you could choose one place anywhere in the world to live for the rest of your life, where would you choose and why? And extra credit from my husband is who are all of your 90s TV crushes?
Huh.
Wow. Okay. So,
Interesting. Okay, let's start with the first.
where could you?
Where would
if
you
wanna-
live?
Where would you?
Where would you think I'd want to wind up?
Well, somewhere tropical.
Yeah, 'cause
That's
my
for sure.
animals.
Because you're
Florida,
animals. Florida,
Costa Rica,
Right.
Hawaii.
Hawaii's great. I'm a tropical guy too. I like warm weather. I like beach. I like the sand. You know, I got to be honest with you. I think I'd join you probably Florida or.
Let's do it. Let's go to Florida,
I think
buddy.
so, man. I think
What
so.
about you, man?
I could do Florida, but Hawaii does have a special place
Hawaii's
in my
great.
heart.
Yeah,
So we're
it does.
tropical guys.
We're tropical guys.
I need a
Someplace-
beach.
Tropical.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? Honestly, look, if we could really do it right, I would
Yeah.
love to have a big cabin
Yeah.
in the mountains for holidays.
Right, we'd
where
always said that.
everybody could
Right,
get together.
right, we'd always said that.
Do the holidays.
Yeah.
And then I'd live on an island alone for the rest of the year.
See you once a year for a month, and then I'll be by
300
myself for the other 11 months.
364 days alone, one big holiday bash.
Oh my gosh.
In peace.
In peace. Yeah, I love it.
yeah.
So we agree. We're
We
like
agree,
tropical
yeah.
guys.
We like
so somewhere.
tropical-
And honestly, I'd want to be close to you guys.
Yeah. Or like, honestly, if we could do Florida and then have
Close
like
enough.
a place upstate New York to
So
do
cool.
holidays,
So
cool.
cool.
Go in Manhattan.
Right. Oh, it'd be great.
See the tree,
Guys,
Rockefeller Center.
visualize. We're putting that shit out
No,
there.
that, in all seriousness, that
would be best.
The
Would be.
requirements are tropical environment, close
Right.
to you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could give or take the other details.
Right. I concur.
yeah, it's
I
pretty
concur.
sweet.
All right. In the husband
Realistically, it's close to you guys. Tropical environment.
There it
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's
There it
Me
is.
too. Me too.
Me too.
That's why I'm still
Me
in
too.
LA. Otherwise, I
Same.
would have moved to Florida.
I know. And if we all do it, we'll all do it together.
Together.
The brothers. We're brothers. I'm going with my brother. Oh God. We're brothers.
90s crushes.
Yeah, the husband bonus question. 90s TV crushes.
Joe?
Man.
You kind of dated your crush.
Well, I think maybe I think the person that I always
Jennifer
thought
Love
was
Hewitt?
No, I think maybe Jennifer Aniston maybe.
Ooh. Hey,
Yeah.
no, she had a crush on you.
Yeah.
You didn't go for it. I remember going, Joe.
Did I? Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So on those moments when they
Yeah.
were coming over to check
Yeah.
out,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember her like trying with you, and
she came to the Brotherly Love set.
and you were like,
She came to the
Yeah,
Brotherly Love
She
set.
came to Brotherly Love's.
Yeah.
Dude, she did have a crush on you, and
Yeah.
you didn't go for it.
I don't know.
Idiot.
I know.
You were young. You
I
were
was-
young.
yeah.
You looked old.
Yeah.
But you were like 17 years old.
18. Yeah.
She was probably.
She's a few years older than me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I think you were just a little intimidated.
I definitely was intimidated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But man,
And I'm still intimidated.
and I'm still very intimidated. No, but yeah. No, but that was probably
Yeah.
it. Yeah. I would say from TV, TV crush probably.
Yeah. For me, I didn't.
I didn't really get into that too much. I didn't think about it in terms of
Yeah.
that, but I always really enjoyed her on Friends, and
Yeah.
I love the movies that she did. Like I loved her in, like even when she branched out in like what was it, Bruce Almighty, and Along Came Polly, and I mean, she's just so
Or
great.
Leprechaun.
Leprechaun, no, not that one. No,
Nope.
no. Thanks, Andy. You're a real jerk.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't have like a TV crush from the '90s, mainly because there was a period there where I wasn't watching TV.
Right.
I try to explain it to like.
Well, I didn't either, but I was just like
now. I used to go on social media,
Yeah.
like Instagram a lot, and now that I'm on Instagram, I can't go on it. It's like I ruined it for myself.
Yeah.
Same thing with TV. When I was on it a lot, outside of nature docs, PBS, science.
Right,
I was that kid. So
Right.
like in that phase,
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, seriously.
I know.
In that phase, in that '90s phase, I wasn't like I did have a movie crush.
All right,
And
well,
was
name
Halle
that.
Berry.
Huh?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry was
She
great.
was like top of the list.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Always for me.
Yeah, Halle
So
Berry.
that was my crush growing up.
Yeah, cool. All right, Andy.
Mine's easy.
All right.
Gilbert Godfrey.
What if we like B. Arthur?
Always brought a smile on my face.
Look at me, I'm molting.
I loved him. I loved
I'm
Gilbert.
molting. I'm molting. He was so great.
He was.
as the voice of
parrot.
oh my
Aladdin.
gosh!
So
Oh my
good.
gosh!
He did a couple select guest spot television appearances that were.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Yeah, but did you? But
Rattling.
honestly, like
Yeah.
for real, did you have a TV crush? I mean, here's the deal: like you guys, you know, I got guilted into giving you a TV crush. I mean, like I said, I didn't really have one either, but I really enjoy Jennifer Aniston, so I don't know like that. I guess you consider that. I was trying to answer the question.
TV
got
crush.
a question.
Yeah, okay. So I probably had more like I like movie like Kim Basinger was I was a big crush of her.
Oh, man, Kim
growing
Basinger
up
for
for
Batman.
Batman. and stuff,
Oh,
but
my
Halle
goodness.
Berry was obviously one. Of
course.
But honestly, I think
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
big
Oh my
crush
God,
on her.
Michelle. Oh my God. But,
Big crush on
I
her.
think
Yeah.
because Courtney Cox was in Ace Ventura.
Oh my
I had a
gosh!
crush on Courtney Cox.
Yeah, she was.
I did.
dude.
Yeah, I had a real big crush on Courtney Cox.
Yeah,
So
she's
that would
great.
classify
She's
as a
great.
TV
Courtney's
crush.
great.
Yeah.
She's great. Cool. Love it. Yeah.
Godfrey.
A lot of
Cox.
friends going on.
You know,
here.
I first saw Courtney Cox. She played Michael J. Fox's girlfriend
Yes.
on Family
Yes.
Ties.
Yes.
I remember.
She was
I remember.
cute. She was cute in that.
She was.
She's
She
super
was.
cute.
She's so great.
She's great.
I mean,
Got
you
a
look at just
really
just,
lovely
just
thing
a
about her.
fabulous, just
Yeah.
great nature, you know,
Yeah.
about her. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston had that. I mean,
Same thing.
they have that
Same
as well.
thing.
That's what.
course.
That's
Both
what
of them. I
makes-
mean, honestly,
they're
all of
both
them, yeah.
very infectious
Yeah.
people, you
Yeah.
know. So it's just I love what, and again, you know, you don't know these people like super personally or super or you know super personally, I should just say. But at the end of the day, like the energy they give off, this kind, positive energy, that's always really infectious for me. Like
course.
kind and positive.
Yeah.
Those are two qualities that instantly are attractive to me. You know,
agree.
and they both exude that. Again, we don't know them like super personally, but from what we see, that's what they give off, and I just always love
Anytime
that.
I've
So-
ever seen Aniston,
Oh,
in
she's the
person,
best.
she was like
super
that.
cool, man. Super cool. I
Super
remember her coming around all the
exudes
time.
that-
Yep.
That
She's
just
great, dude.
Lovely.
Yeah, I guess
thing.
Great.
Joe
Great.
wasn't really watching Aniston on TV either. You were just filming next to her.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, crazy.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
pretty
know.
neat. So
She was
anyway,
Yeah,
guys.
stunning.
Yeah,
All right.
she's great.
Well,
all right, guys.
Favorite place?
There it is.
There it is. There it is.
TV
Thank you for your
crushes from the
question.
90s.
Keep
Great
them
question.
coming. We will
Yeah.
pick them randomly as we do each and every other episode or whatever we do. But you guys will be on our show. We'll be on the Brotherly Love Pod. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
We will see you guys next week.
Next week.
All right. God bless everybody.
Hey guys, the Lawrence Brothers here to thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of the Brotherly Love Podcast.
That's right. And to watch clips from this pod, go to the Podco YouTube channel at the link in the description.
And for exclusive weekly bonus content, join our Patreon now. The link is also in the description.
And we will see you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week.